everybody, it's Oldskulenerd. You didn't think I was going to do a whole talk about Japanese folk metal without doing a reaction to the new one from Japanese folk metal. This actually comes from my buddy Brock. He just got back from Japan last month, had an amazing time. I think he was there for like 3 weeks or something. Like he was there a long time. All right, so let's check it out. All right. This one is 3 minutes and 34 seconds long. It's called Chabashira, music video from Japanese folk metal. And similar to the video that we just watched where I talk about it, I'd rather not just talk about it, I'd rather experience it all with you. So let's check this out together. Are you ready? You're not, but I'm going to press play anyway.
お茶どうぞ。
かたじけない。お、これは茶柱が。
You know what? I didn't know what this was when I first saw it, and then someone told me that's where they do the tea. So the tea leaves grow in these rows, and they have a machine that comes and just trims the top. The new leaves, the new greenest, tenderest leaves are shaved off the top by a giant, well, it looks like a hedge trimmer with a basket that catches it. Yeah, I didn't know that the first time I saw it. And then someone told me, and I was like, oh, I just thought they really seriously took their hedge trimming like to a higher level because it's Japan. No, it's a tea farm. So look, I taught you something. Wow. Don't hold on to it. I'll probably mess up some stuff before this video's over. Now, the video we just watched where I talked about Japanese folk metal really taking Japanese folk instruments and then wrapping metal around it. Japanese folk metal does more metal with Japanese folk instruments, where if you look at the Wagaki band's work over the last 15 years, theirs is more Japanese instrumentation with metal on it. So it's two different disciplines. You can hear the koto being played, which is like a giant harp. You've heard it in TV shows and movies throughout your life, but didn't realize that the koto is a giant harp-like instrument. It's played similar to a harp, but it's laid flat on its side over a curved barrel-type wooden surface, and it's plucked using these nail-like caps on fingers, similar to a banjo. I know, it's just bananas, but you've heard the sound of a koto in so many movies that when you hear it in a metal song, if you've never seen one being played, you have no idea what it is. So I challenge you to check out this band that I'm showing you, Japanese folk metal. But if you want to see a koto being played live, look it up on YouTube. It is amazing. Another instrument that you can hear being played by Japanese folk metal is a traditional 3-stringed instrument called shamisen, and it is Japanese banjo with 3 strings. So it has the 3 strings, but the guitar bottom, similar to a banjo in the United States, has a head on it that's tight. So it causes a twangy sound that's resonated. Now, unlike a banjo that's played with those little picks, similar to the other instrument we were talking about, traditionally shamisen is played with a fan, like a fan. But modern iterations, it looks more like a spackle tool, where it's like metal or a hard plastic with a handle and like a shape like this, and it's tapped or plucked. Playing the shamisen is a unique instrument. If you're a guitarist, doesn't matter. You're starting from ground one. It's a completely different discipline. Shamisens can range anywhere from one you can make at home with stuff you get at a hardware store, all the way up to $18,000-$20,000, depending upon the level that you're looking at. Think of the shamisen as the Japanese hurdy-gurdy. Unless you know somebody who can make them professionally, you probably won't find one. And not only that, they're considered a cultural artifact instrument. So you don't want to dishonor them. It's revered. It's a Japanese thing. Okay, you don't see a lot of people taking shamisens at the end of their set and breaking them like they're a punk band from the UK in 1968. No. It's revered, okay? So check this stuff out. It's really, really cool. I enjoy it. But those are some of the sounds you're hearing in the background infused into this metal music. So when I talk about Japanese folk metal, it's like this. So there you go.
この間チャリ柱が立っててそれからこの通り気分が良いおおそれはでは一緒に笑うとしようか
Somebody want to explain to me why in the United States everyone thinks that UFOs come down in eggs, but in Japan apparently they're coming down in cups of tea? I don't know why I stopped the video for that question. Oh, I know now. I'm an idiot. Wow. There you go. That says it right there. So here's the thing. If there's different elements that you liked about that, great. Now, if you liked the hilarity and the over-the-topness of this presentation of musical art, my suggestion, check out bands like Maximum the Hormone, things like that. The over-the-top, there are no limits, let's just go for it and see what happens, Maximum the Hormone. If you love the folk music side of that, check out the Wagaki Band and other bands like it, where they focus on the Japanese folk part of that. But the best part about it is this band, Japanese folk metal, does a really good balance. where if you can dream it, if you can think of it, if you can make a joke about it, we can put it in a metal video. It's one of my favorite things about Japanese metal bands. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed our focus on Japan today. Now, here's the thing. I have done so many reactions to Japanese bands in the last 4 years. I can make probably a playlist with just Japanese bands on my channel because all of you have said, hey, Old School Nerd, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Did you see this? I'm thankful because all of you brought me to Japan as far as music that I've really begun an appreciation for. And bands like Bandmade and Maximum the Hormone and Noisy. And there's so many. Some I have seen live and they blew me away live. Some I have not had a chance to see. Some I may never get a chance to see. And those suck. But, you know, there's something about Japan that says, who cares about limits? They just get in our way. And it's not just music. It's just the way they do things. You got to respect that. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.